Alrighty. Waiting for a server to load. While I do that, let me get some files ready. You guys can't see this. Let's make you be able to see it. Righty then. That's not what I want. That's YouTube stuff. You don't need to see that. It's just kind of boring, really. No one wants to see that. So we need our Ronin Empire MES folder, which is different than the last time you guys probably saw it, because we were messing out of this one. I changed the file structure a little bit to be a little more like Ember, just to keep things more organized. Should help. Because then we can
That's what he
have,
says, anyways.
yeah, right. That's what we have. Because I can have it to where in the prefabs there's like stations and then ships and drones, and I can keep them separate, so I don't have to figure out what's what. Because I'm terrible at remembering names as it is. Now I have to remember names of everything we put in there. What's going on, Eisen?
Oh, usual. Just got done doing a round of Riftbreaker multiplayer survival, which was interesting.
Riftbreaker
but successful.
Survival. Fair enough.
Did it with one of my other friends, and my son joined last minute on it.
Well, that's fair.
It was tough, but I'm waiting for the campaign really to be multiplayer.
Ah.
It's not yet. This is the closed beta.
That makes sense. What did I want? This one. Because I want to be able to see Ember's stuff. Now, actually, assert bunkers. I don't think I have actual assert. I have consolid. I don't need consolidated. I need one of the other MES stuff. Like a little more aggressive one. I guess like Reavers? They search her out.
Mm-hmm. Orcs, I think, do too to some extent. Corrupted.
Yeah. Biggest part I want to see is if we go into Ember, data, behavior. Now we have like drones. Actually, they might search the drones for Ember. Search you out, don't they? No, they don't.
I think they spawn as a result of an attack and are already in range to lock on. I don't think they actually home on players.
Use trigger true type target near starts ready true max action action aggression switch patrol. Yeah, I'd have to see exactly how like the behaviors in MES work.
Right back.
Yes, sir. Anyway, let's exit out of that. We don't need to see it. Minimize that. I'm in a bed. Where am I?
Fuel critical.
Oh, in the one little hab. Nice. We're also gonna make like in-ground bunkers too, so that's gonna be a thing. I have. Why is that so far away? Hello? Actually, no. Ow. Is it stuck? Is there anything here? No? No, I don't think so anyway. Doesn't look like it. delete that, because it's obviously not having anything here. What's up there? Oh, that's the congregation. Okay. My game's not liking it, man. There's a lot of stuff in this world, though. So, yep, there it went. Think I was moving around too much before it was ready. That's fine. I want to get reavers anyway. So I got to find them. I gotta put them in the world and kinda yoink their mod. Let me do that real quick while he's away. We'll put it in here. Edit settings. Mods. And we want reavers. Reavers. There they are. This is what happens when you learn from square one without any real tutorials. Gotta kind of figure it out. Welcome back. I'm gonna yoink reavers real quick. So I can have them. We can look at them. And then we'll mess with some ships, because we have stations working. We can always build more stations.
I'm going to go ahead and make sure I've stripped off all the Izzies and whatnot from the ships I've got at the lake here.
Or just turn them off. I mean, that works just as well.
Good, theoretically.
Any of them that aren't pertinent to the ship flying or fighting.
I guess I should even turn off auto LCD, technically, because it doesn't need it.
That would be fair.
In fact, none of my ships rely on programmable blocks, so just turn all the programmable blocks off.
Yeah, I mean, if somebody takes the ship over and turns those blocks on, it'll automatically start with that stuff, so it shouldn't be too bad. Or if they take a blueprint of it.
Oh yeah, I need to make sure the repair projectors are off anyways. Don't want those on while you're flitting about.
Love that. ENMG Pirate Salvage Carrier antenna. 7K right in front of my face. Beautiful thing. Okay. That should give us reavers. I know there's going to be a lot of loading and leaving and all that kind of stuff. But while we are looking at that, let me go ahead and open up Steam, go to Library, Space Engineers, Workshop, and look up Reavers, because I need their ID. 244850, that's not it. That's Space Engineers. 525-460-808. Okay, so Now we go to roaming. Actually, it might be in the cache. Let's look up 525. Nothing in there.
Sure.
Cool. Hello.
Hello?
How
My
are you?
big toe is black.
That's nice. Warm it up.
Probably shouldn't
Good.
stub it that hard.
I didn't. I stuck it in the electrical outlet.
Well, what'd you gonna do that for?
Probably shouldn't do that either.
I wanted to feel like I wanted to know what an electric fence felt like.
I could have told you. Just have to ask.
I know. I heard about the story when you tried to jump over it and you failed and fell in it.
I have fallen on many electric fences. I have put up many electric fences, and people are assholes around electric fences.
Mm-hmm.
Just a way
Not
of
like
life,
your one
sadly.
friend Tommy Joe though that pissed on it.
No, I didn't have a friend named Tommy Joe. I did have a friend that pissed on it, though. That part is the
Question
thing.
is, did they learn their lesson?
No, never. They were kind of drunk, so it doesn't surprise me.
That would be why they didn't learn their lesson. Yep.
Definitely is.
Either that or they got lucky and it was off.
Well, because no, that's normally what happens is the fence is off when we're having parties in the field, so that doesn't happen. But guess whose dad found out we were having a party and said, you know what? They'll learn the hard way.
Was it yo dad?
No, it was his. But still
Even
funny as
worse.
shit. Yeah, he gave
Poetic.
me fuck. Where
joke.
what is going on? As long as it's like PG. I am live.
There's no swearing in it. He
That-
uses a metaphor.
I
That
can
doesn't
still
help
think
your
of
Probably
case.
be considered.
plenty awful.
I was gonna say that doesn't help your
Probably
case.
Be considered. It could probably be considered PG.
Are we talking like actual PG or like Disney PG, where they like hide stuff?
Disney PG.
Okay, that's fair, I guess.
You know what the worst part about eating a vegetable is?
No.
Putting it back in the wheelchair.
I'm done. Find this file.
He's
God damn it.
right about the vegetable because it was corny.
Very.
Yep.
Now we have dad jokes.
And see, it was Disney PG.
Fair
For
enough.
once. I was able to keep it that way.
I'll give you that. Where? What is going on here? What is happening?
But I really know it was a good joke because I actually heard you start to chuckle on stream. Before you caught yourself.
Where is this file? What is going on here?
I'm bored. I want to go home, but
Oh, it's under workshop content. That's
it would be too much money.
yeah, I'd let them pay for it.
Well, I've got a. I've had all of today off. I don't go back till Tuesday because of Monday being a holiday. But the 10-hour drive there, or a 10-hour train ride there, and then 10 hours back, just doesn't sound fun.
No, it sometimes won't.
And when the hell did rental cars get so damn crazy?
When people started using them for everything.
I remember used to being able to rent frickin' economy car from Enterprise for $35 a day.
Sounds right.
And to have the car for 3 days, they want almost $300. It's like $65 a day.
Yeah, sounds right.
Freaking ridiculous. Because I thought about just instead of doing the train, driving, because if I drive, I know I can make it there in 8 hours each way. Dependent on traffic, of course.
Well, yeah.
Got the Judgment ready, Phonic in orbit.
Nice.
Don't
I
you
want to get
judge
one of
my
the atmospheric ones. See what happens.
Told you, only your cousin could judge my orbit, Eisen. You can judge my Tic Tac. Now I'm just tired of watching TV.
Nope, I don't blame you.
But I already did that long ass walk. Other school buddies not coming over because my roommate's not here this weekend.
Really?
So it's just been me, myself, and I. Yeah. Thought they were coming over to hang out with the both of us because we all were getting along pretty good and joking and sharing beers with each other and shit. But nope, I've been solo all fucking day.
Yeah, there could be worse fates.
This is true.
There could be. I could have no TV.
A lot of people would love to just lay around and watch TV.
That would be fantastic.
I don't know how to do that. I have to force myself to do it. I mean, I take a nap, but if I take another nap, I'm not going to sleep at all tonight because I already took a nap. And then it's just going to be a repeat of last night. I like the solitude to an extent, don't get me wrong. I enjoy not having my roommate here.
Oh, I could very easily live in the woods by myself.
Yeah, but see, you would have shit to do in the woods.
True, but still.
I don't really have shit to do unless I want to brave the LA idiotic traffic, which is worse than drivers driving on this road in Utah.
Also true.
By going for a walk. But I did talk with the wife and kids for quite a while today, though, so that was nice. Especially since it was uninterrupted.
Very nice. Okay, let's do something smallish.
Priest?
I mean, it'd be better if my roommate left his fucking Steam Deck.
Yeah. Get everything on it?
Steam Deck. Yeah, I mean, I could log it into my Steam account and log out of his for the time being.
Oh, that's where you put it. Okay.
I think SE could run on Steam Deck.
I don't think so.
Ew.
That would be
And the
very
controls
iffy.
are oh so wonky.
That would be very, very iffy.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well, I tried the Discord golf game earlier with Nicole, but on the mobile. Yeah, under activities, they made a rip-off version of Golf with Your Friends, which
Nice.
is on Steam.
That's fair.
Yep.
Do you have a blueprint of this, Priest?
Minus the antenna, I think. I can take a quick one.
Okay. I just want to change its name. That way I can find it easily in all of my list.
Yep. I got it. I mean, I got a blueprint of the original I plopped down before we started modifying anything.
Oh, that's fair.
Do I have a remote in this one is the question?
Yes, I saw it.
Okay, cool.
Transfer to me.
That's right. I put the remote right there. Haha, yes. Okay.
Yeah. MPC-RNE, not 0, close parentheses. AC, antenna, that one. Then you got everything renamed in there.
And this should be a fun little encounter that still puts up a little bit of a fight.
That's the idea. I do want to make like actual cargo ships to have stuff
Yeah, the Hunchback would be one of those.
spawn in. Yeah, the Hunchback, the Susan, then
Obviously, the Cardinal's got stuff.
why
But
did
it's-
your name change back? Did I not hit OK before? That's quite possible. Yeah, okay. No, it's one of those things where I just want to see if we can get it spawning. And then maybe do a cargo ship with it. Does the Susan even fly?
Fuel critical.
I forget.
It's trying to. Oh, it might be a static grid.
You think so? It
Yeah, because
is.
of the angle it's at. It is. Yeah.
Blow it up.
I don't know that I would convert it where it is currently. You may want to copy paste it up
Convert
to.
the ship is
Critical.
not possible anyway. I was trying to blow it up. Didn't work. Oh, it's because it has like a single corner of.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's. Oh god. What are we doing here?
Repasting it a bit higher.
It is not cooperating in that sense at all. I can't see the corner of the box is the problem. There it is. Okay, now let's try her out.
Yeah, you should be all out of the voxel.
Yeah, according to its thing, it was. Hey,
Yep.
it does fly. Has no guns on it, but this is one of the things that we can test to spawn some drones. So, we need drones, which we have a bunch of smaller ships over there, so that wouldn't be an issue. But yeah,
Let's see,
this
what
would be
a
planetary.
good one to
one.
pair with that. Let's see. Going over to the small ship, see if I can pick out one that might match it nicely. The A10 would, but it doesn't look like it's been ready? I don't know. It's not on the ready pile, so I don't think Nari's gotten to it yet. Let me go to the ready pile.
I'm also removing a bunch of stuff from the list here. Whoa, why are you drifting? Don't do that. Did I turn more thrusters than I meant to off? No, you're just not liking being unlevel. Okay, that makes sense. I can live with that. Fully depleted in 2 hours. Yeah, that makes sense. Moving again. Stop it. Stay level, please. Transfer to me. Are you gonna stay
Fuel
still if I
critical.
move for a second?
And I would vote, once you've incorporated something into the NPC list and got it working, delete it out of this world.
We could do that.
Probably
I have them pretty much spawned in my single player save anyway, so if we need it,
that way,
one of us has the blueprint.
Yeah, that way it keeps track of the progress as well, and lessens time loading this area.
In that case, if you're up for it, all of the buildings off by themselves where the done area is, those can be taken out.
You got all of them implemented?
I believe so. I'll come double check, but they should be.
Fuel critical.
Before I just start spamming the Control X.
Yeah, they should be
Fuel critical.
good to go. Now I can do that.
Fuel critical.
Let you
Oh,
double
I gotta-
check first.
Get these doors shut. That's right. Make sure all the doors are shut. That one is open. I should probably put more interior turrets on this thing, but yeah, let me come check those bases real quick, and then I'll mess with it. Spectator is wonderful. Hab, your base, cobalt mine, nickel mine, sail point. Both of those mining bases, and then iron and
So-
silicon. Yeah, the bases themselves can be. The ships, no.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I figured this episode we'll be doing a lot of the ships, so. And I need to put interior turrets at least on this freaking thing. Let's let them stand out just a little bit.
Does it have remote and antenna?
Has a remote, has antenna, just gotta get it interior turreted up. There's only so many places to put one on this thing, so it's not gonna be too difficult. This is supposed to be one of the easy takeovers anyway. Just a giant hydrogen hauler. It's not like we need to...
Yeah. So it's just going to get you the large grid thrusters, which are motors mainly, and hydrogen,
crap
if you
ton
don't
of it,
blow
yeah.
that up.
Which is kind of what I'm hoping happens. Anybody who goes after this thing is going to blow it sky high by accident, which is why I don't necessarily think there needs to be anything valuable on it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm not too worried about it.
But it's a good excuse to call in escorts.
That's the whole purpose of it. I'm not even going to lie. Just something I
Mhm.
can practice making it call drones. Come on. Use that. And then we can have one not there, apparently. Let me put it right here. I only have one in the cockpit because it's probably going to be taken out first anyway. And then there is an interior to this thing, which I always forget about. But just in case they don't blow it all completely apart. It's so loud in here. Forgot we have like 10 hydrogen engines in this thing. Actually, there's only about 6, but enough to where it's kind of loud. Did we put glass there? We did. Cool.
Fuel critical.
What? Oh, that's where that goes. Okay. That is fine. I don't think it really... No. Okay. Just a little maintenance hatch.
No, Bishop needs an antenna.
Wow!
I thought I...
Oh, you had one.
Search for one, and it didn't go up.
Well, now you know.
Okay. Just slap it on the back. There, antenna.
I mean, if you look at half of the other MES stuff, that's what they do, so. The Dusty Susan. Definitely making its dust. Okay, now we can set you down and turn off your dampers, because you are making a mess.
It does have a beacon.
Fuel critical.
Okay, so I have the Priest and I have the Dusty Susan. Let's see if we can find something to work as a drone. What ships do they have over here for the ready?
Depends on how heavily you want it escorted.
That thing? Probably just a light thing. What is this? Do you have any guns? You do not.
The Mako is, well, probably a bit overkill for the escort on that. 6 forward Gatlings, 4 forward assaults, or not assaults, autocannons. 2 autocannon turrets and a Gatling.
Actually, his little thing here would probably be nice. What is this? Dragonfly.
That one. Okay. Yeah.
It's got 5 small reactors on it. Fair enough, I guess. How many? Not too much uranium.
And that's
16 maybe.
a pretty tough small grid to take out. I mean, you got 5 Gat turrets.
Right.
4 frontal autocannons.
Let's make sure it has a remote. It does.
Oh, and I already put it in the ready pile, so I'm pretty sure. But yeah,
Yeah.
we can double check. Oh, it is a very exposed remote.
That's okay. I mean,
Yep.
it's supposed to be easy,
Fuel
so.
critical.
That's what she said.
We'll get rid of the reactors.
Oh, is this the one you're looking at? I thought you were looking at this one over here.
No.
Oh, you're looking at this one. Okay.
Yeah.
Because that one was also called the Dragonfly.
Is it?
Oh, this is the Dragonfly Mark 1. That's the Dragonfly Mark
3.
3.
Yeah. We'll have to differentiate that a little better. That's fine. Yeah, I think this will be a good little fighter form.
Hmm.
It's got 6 forward Gatlings, and then the 2 turrets. So
Any underbelly?
it's got an underbelly.
Yep, one underbelly.
Turret. Yep.
With restricted arcs, but
Yeah, but still good. Where?
Yeah.
I mean, if I can't find the remote, I'm not too worried about it.
I was referring to the other remote, so.
Yeah.
No, this one I hadn't seen a remote on it, so I presume it's. I'm not going to point it out because Stream will just have to find it.
That's right. I already know where it's at. Ground line, it is easily outgunned or outranged, yes, but that's the whole point.
Not everything is supposed to be a battle against the judgment.
Nope, nope, nope. This thing is gonna be escorting the Dusty Susan, which I'm not sure if you have even seen yet, but the Dusty Susan is literally nothing but a ticking time bomb anyway. So it is that thing on the very end. You can find out the hard way why it's a ticking time bomb, but just know
Not
that
due
it
to
is.
any deceitful anything, just
Oh no,
yes.
it has no explosives on the ship. I'll say that much. It also has no turrets, minus interior turrets, or guns, or anything of the matter. The only defenses it has is interior turrets. Quite a few of them, but that's also why we want it to spawn this thing.
and low threat level when that
Yeah.
thing spawns. So you're not meant to have your whole fleet up taking it
No.
on. It'll still spawn, but it'll spawn while you're still nice and early.
Yeah, and I think the priest can kind of handle itself, so
Yeah, I also want it to spawn as an escort for the Cardinal.
that's fine. Isn't the Cardinal mainly a cargo?
It's a support frigate. It does have its own turrets, nowhere near as many as the other warships of its similar size, but
Yeah.
it does need escorts because it's kind of like a light carrier almost. You want it to have its fighters and
Yeah.
whatnot. 'Cause it's got 2 Corvette docks and 4 fighter pads, so I intended
That's this big ass thing.
2 priests and 4 fighters, probably 4 cherubs or some facsimile thereof.
I mean, you figure this thing's probably equipped well enough. What is Parallax's big ship? Their boss encounter on planet.
Thunderhelm?
No. There's a different one.
Spirit of Le Monde, but that's not a boss.
It might be the Spirit of Le Monde I'm thinking of. It's like a really long one, skinny.
Yeah, that's Spirit of Le
Yeah.
Monde.
Yeah, that's what I imagine
This-
the Cardinal is similar to gun-wise.
But this has a lot of valuable loot on it, so it definitely needs to be a tough fight.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Namely, the ship itself.
Right.
She's got a bunch of jump drives. It's a 5 million kilogram ship. What do you expect?
Right. Is it Atmo friendly?
Mhm.
Okay. That's gonna be.
Yeah,
the
everything
biggest
I've
part.
parked on this lake is fully Atmo.
Okay. That's gonna be the biggest part. Well, let me grab that. Is it ready to go?
It should be. Let me double check remote and antenna. I know it's got an antenna. Let me check remote. Yeah, it's got a remote.
It does say it has one, so okay.
And it's got an antenna.
Let me hop in the driver's seat.
Howdy.
There's
Yeah,
Nari.
howdy.
Fuel critical.
Congratulations, Nari. Your Dragonfly Mark 1 is going to be the first drone tested.
Ah, okay. Sounds great.
Kaboom!
That it's going to be escorting the Dusty Susan, so take that for what you will. But Eisen?
Hmm?
I need to get to the top of the ship. How do I get to the top of the ship?
Just go
With
to
a
the
grinder.
CIC. Which is actually not the top of the ship. Just follow me.
I went the other way. That would be why.
You probably should have come in the landing gear. It'll be fine.
I came in the.
Yeah, you probably want to
nose.
go to the CIC. That's the main cockpit.
Yeah. Is it labeled main?
I believe so.
Okay. That would be the important part, and the only reason I'm really coming down here. Beautiful. It is. Okay. Cool. The only thing I need.
Fuel critical.
Excellent.
And now people can get lost on their own in here. That's fine.
It's got a directory. And
They'll figure
labels.
Yeah, they'll figure it out.
Nari actually did relatively fine in it, so I considered it a success.
That's
I only got lost 2 or 3 times.
Yeah,
only took
for
him
one of
10
my builds,
minutes.
that's amazing. Because my builds are typically frickin' mazes.
Was it a sub 10-minute escape?
Yeah, yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Just get everything transferred to me. Info.
I finally finished all the cleanup on the Judgment. She's undone.
Nice.
You know, pending any combat test results that,
Mm-hmm.
Need done.
Which I was going to do, but now Phonic is blowing up my ship, so I figure I should probably see that.
he's still getting everything spurred away. He's copying out the Cardinal because he wanted another cargo ship of some variety.
Well, I figure the Cardinal we can have is like a bigger.
That's the high-end cargo.
Yeah.
Dusty Susan is probably your easiest.
I figure I'll label
Hunch-
that as a easy cargo.
Hunchback's probably a mid-level,
Yeah.
and then Cardinal's probably your hardest.
But that should be what I need. Oh. I know I said we were gonna have them,
Uh-huh.
but do you guys want, like, in-ground bunkers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
Because we will need to build some of those, too.
Yeah. And I need to get POI 3 done since Sofa King is working PO1, POI 2.
Oh, you found it.
Yep.
Excellent.
We can always spawn another one, too.
Yeah.
Give them a second one to play with.
Yeah, I mean, that way it's not a one-person, one and done. And that way it's
No.
enjoyed by more than one person.
Yeah, for sure. I don't want to just have one POI and then it be gone forever.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to have a variety of them for them to find.
You probably
It's
put them
just
in rotation.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, every time we get a new one, we've got more choice, so.
Exactly. Okay, now I need to figure out. MES.SPI. Where are you?
I feel like you're jumping a step. If you're
Nope.
going straight for a cargo ship with drones.
So I have the stations. I have a couple busted stations that I still need to put down. And then we will need like bases, I guess, if we want to do some of that.
Mm-hmm.
Like ones they can take over and kind of rampage on. Military installations, I guess. Because we have hab bases, we have sale points, we have destroyed bases they can find that don't really have any defense.
We could include the industrial complex that we took for the Echo Company.
I believe he's got that.
The big one I did?
I should have the industrial complex that I changed it into.
Right.
I can always get it if not. It's not hard.
Yeah.
And then we were going to have bunkers. And then if you guys want to tag team a base or a couple of them that have actual defenses like military installations, they don't have to be anything fancy. They can just be like a big room with, or like a science lab. We don't have any like science lab stuff yet with the new stuff in it.
All right, you want to try one?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they don't have to be big, so.
Just start by putting some stilts on the ground.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff I did, I put like 2 or 3 blocks into the ground, so just in case. Actually, I need to go up to the ship area.
Figure this can be a strut, and then we can start the actual floor. Yeah.
Okay, let's spawn in. Thunkers! How are you? How's life? We are gonna try and add some ships to our MES mod this time. That's the plan, anyway. So the Dragonfly will go with the Susan. We'll just put you. Oh god, you're Atmo only.
Oh yeah, it is. Take the Mako. The Mako's hydrogen.
No, Atmo only's fine. It's just I'm in space spawning them.
Oh yeah, because this Dusty Susan is mostly Atmo. Yeah, that would be fine. Alright.
It's just I gotta get it to where it's not gonna bounce around. There we go. Susan, why are you like... Are you done? You're rotating. Why are you rotating? I don't know. Anyway, let me grab you. Okay. F11. Gonna take your dog out to pee, but I left to use the restroom for about 1 minute. Got back, she peed on my floor. Well, that happens. I hate to say it, my dog's been doing the same thing. He's 14 though, so I can't really say too much. Dragonfly. About to start hell diving.
Ah.
The good old-fashioned hell divers.
One of my brother's dogs was hilarious. It was so old. Whenever it jumped up and was excited to see somebody, it lost blood flow to its head and would pass out briefly.
What?
Then it would wake up.
Is it goddamn goat or something?
Well, they don't know quite how old it was. It was close to 20 or over. So, yeah, that was a pretty old dog. Doctor didn't quite know how it was still alive.
Well, my dog's a shepherd and he's 14, so you don't see that too many.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm afraid the Susan's gonna like come falling out of the sky at some point, but we'll figure it out.
I mean, you're not in gravity, so you shouldn't.
No,
She does
no,
have some hydrogen thrusters anyways, so
Yeah, dampeners are off. That might be part of it.
that might be.
Let me change that before
Wait, I thought we were building an underground base.
Oh no, dampeners are on.
Well, no, Phonics said to do like a little science lab or something
Hello.
first. I didn't
Oh, okay.
think we were doing the underground with this one, but
What's that? Okay. Whatever. It's fine.
dang it. The second I get done with some of these struts, more appear that need to be threaded.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I only did like the 4 main corners, so.
We had 4 corners. Then we added 2 more.
Then you have 6 more corners. Yeah. Okay. Let me. All those should be exported. So. Save before quitting. And then, while this is unloading, I will be right back.
Okay.
Plenty big.
Yeah.
And I guess we could do something like this if we wanted.
Yeah. Bevel out the edges there.
Corner. That gets us a nice surface.
And then do we want to do half block walls?
Yeah, we can do that.
Since we've already got this slope up to a half block.
We can
How
give
tall
it
do we want the interior? Do we want it 2 blocks or?
Yeah, I think 2 blocks is a good height. That way you can put interior turrets that have a little bit of
Headroom?
yeah. We can give it a little bit of a porch on the front though.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about. Well, that's the front? Okay.
We could do it the other side. I just saw you starting to build there, so I was like, okay, well, just.
I was actually going to
porch
put the
run
front over here, but I was about ready
Oh.
to start putting down blocks for it when you started the skirting. But
Oh,
if
like
you want
here?
the front over there, that's fine. So,
All right, yeah. We'll make it happen.
we've got to build about 1 million of these, so there'll be plenty of time for porches in all 4 cardinal directions. Alright. Let's say, since these are solid pillars, we dig into them and place the batteries down here.
Yeah, we can do that.
I have returned.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Now we get to do the fun part.
Destruction?
Kind of, I guess. We got our exports, so let's do Priest Light, Dragonfly, Dusty Susan.
Are you doing regular batteries or warfare? You're not doing the batteries at all yet. Okay.
I haven't done the batteries yet. I'm still working on entry.
That was the only 3, right? Yeah. These 3. Copy. We go to mods, go to our MES. Data spawning prefabs. What does Ember have for theirs?
Oh, that actually might give it an interesting one.
Ship.
I did
Okay.
it that way.
What does, now that I have it, Reavers look like? They have encounters.
I don't think Reavers have any drone encounters. I guess they do. They do have multiple ships spawning at once. So yeah, maybe a drone.
Okay. New folder. Ship. Put those 3 in there. Actually,
Probably too many batteries, but I don't have to mind the nickel form.
Exactly.
drone.
Because I'm just putting 3 batteries in each leg, just replacing the inner armor blocks with batteries. So.
Yeah,
Alright,
they have.
there's a stair up. I'll make this porch probably 2 blocks deep just to give it a little bit of.
Okay, now we need to go back to prefab data. Open, please. And then let's see what. Because I believe they have this in like different spots.
The drone spawning behaviors? I don't know what this part you're talking about.
In the like easy, medium, hard spawn group for Ember, was trying to see where all they have this one ship. Looks like they have it under cargo ships. So what we can do is let's take their cargo ships. So they do just add the escorts to the ships. Okay.
Oh,
Which is nice.
okay. Batteries are charging.
Okay, so let me grab...
There goes stocks.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just grab all three of these. And I have
See,
that
how about-
in spawn groups folder. We're gonna get rid of all of those. And then we're going to change this to, if I can spell, Ronin.
What's
Dusty
that?
Susan.
My son's doing a tank on screwdrivers, showing it to me.
Oh, that's that weapons of destruction knockoff. How does he like it?
He's enjoying it. I think it was free when I looked at it for him. So
Atmo. That's what I want.
I think it was too, but it didn't look like it really had a lot of content. I looked.
What's that?
Screwdrivers.
screwdrivers.
The hell is that?
It's like a
It's the
weapons of
building game.
destruction. Weapons of destruction knockoff. It's a bit more technical than Scrap Mechanic, but not as technical as like Trailblazers or Space Engineers. So, if I'm remembering right. Okay.
Lots of gear type
Yeah.
technical stuff.
Yeah, it's more clockwork stuff.
That makes sense.
If you got are on that half of the block for bay windows.
Yeah.
But we have to do vertical bays.
Now we need behavior.
Like that.
And this is going to be a science lab, correct?
Yes. Oh.
Which means we're going to go to town with those brand new blocks.
Yep. So I'm going to stick a remote on the underneath so we don't forget about it. Do you have solid blocks here?
Okay, So let's grab.
Oh, these are app blocks, aren't they?
Going
Perfect. I hate it.
to-
Actually, I'll just take out a battery and put in the remote. It'll be out of the way.
I'm getting full blocks for our ceiling going back, so we can at least mess with those. I figure that'll be needed to put like maybe a little turret on top or something. Oops. Oh, that was right.
I mean, are we thinking about putting on solar panels or a wind farm?
Yeah, I think that'd probably be a good idea.
I was say wind farm is
And we could put
usually
the-
a little more reliable. Anyway,
Well, it depends on where it's going to spawn.
Well, it
It's going
doesn't.
to be available to spawn on like the moon.
yeah,
Doesn't have to be reliable. It's MES.
this is true.
Fair.
It'll have unlimited batteries.
Unlimited. Ah.
Either the windows or the roof needs to go. Because both of them look good, but they don't match.
Let's see.
So we could replace them with.
What happens if I take the roof like that?
Oh, a sec. Trying an alternate window.
I like the bay windows better,
Yeah. Bay windows really do look better.
but I could do something like this, and I'll work with that later.
Yes, that works.
The cardinal. That's what I didn't bring. Did I get the cardinal? I thought I did.
Theoretically.
I might not have exported it. That'd be
It wasn't in an orbit, I don't think.
The priest will be a spawn by itself. And then we will have it escorting the other one as well. And then... So let's do that.
And
Cargo ship behavior. Drone behavior. Escort drone. Control F2. Ronin. that. And then change that. And then, just so we have it ready, let's change our boss one as well. Because we can adjust these once we make sure everything spawns. And then I need the triggers.
Is your ceiling buttoned up? I'll do a hybrid solar wind on the roof.
Uh,
That should take care of that.
Also put some exhausts on here.
exhaust pipes, exhaust vents, or heat vents?
I did exhaust pipes in this case. To make it look like some of those laboratory fans that are meant to flush air way into the atmosphere so it dissipates. Forget the
Okay.
exact name for them. They're abbreviated LEF. But we had a couple of those when I was doing some laboratories for NIH.
They should probably have large car smoke then, shouldn't they?
I just haven't set them yet.
Okay.
Also put some pipes on the roof, like the honest to goodness pipes.
Okay, I think we should.
Oh yeah, especially if I
Okay.
bring it down at that exhaust near it. Something like that.
I guess that is the large smoke. Is that bigger smoke?
I see nothing currently.
I see
we don't have
nothing in your eyes.
You kill the reactor, it's probably not high enough to register. Now is it? No.
Okay.
So
So
17.
that should be good. Let's go back and get back into the game so we can do our things and stuff and all the fun things. I need to figure out the spawn code for spawning cargo ships. Planetary cargo ship. Okay, there it is. Actually, that's pretty simple.
Monic,
Yeah.
how difficult is this going to be? An easy one?
So right now it's going to be equivalent to Ember because I kind of just copied the files.
No, the base we're working on.
Easy one. It's just a science lab. Doesn't
Yeah.
have-
I mean, you can make it like a medium one if you want to keep it like protected. Think of it like the Ronin's science lab or like a science outpost, whatever you want to do. So it can be harder than like the habitation modules have like a couple turrets on
Okay,
it.
so quad railgun turrets. Got it.
I mean, that's fine.
What I'm going to do, Nari, is I'm probably going to go underground out to maybe a couple little defense platforms with maybe
Yeah.
a Gatling or two. Spectator over there.
There is an option to spawn other stations with them.
It's not really a need for this. We're not doing anything too
Fine.
supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Fair enough. I gotta grab the Cardinal real quick, and then we will test to see if that other cargo ship spawns with the drones. Hopefully, it should act very similar to what Ember would have. Shit, did I set the distance on him?
I thought that was part of the Ember spawning behavior of the distance.
Well, see, I'm kind of stupid sometimes and erase half of it and then put it back.
Oh, gotcha.
Cargo ships. I did. Okay. 150, negative 150. We're good. It's about to be like they're about to all spawn right on top of each other. So, let me get this one. Actually, I want to see what kind of spawns we get anyway. I gotta see how to I gotta see how to have it start blocks.
Start blocks?
Yeah, like timers.
Oh. I thought you just copied them with them running.
Maybe?
Because, I mean, the things listed, anything that you need to have the ship running, go ahead and start, like timer blocks.
I mean, you could always have a timer block running that, every like 10 seconds or so pops another timer block to start. That way, it'll start after it's placed if for some reason you wish to do that.
Well, it's mainly gonna be for like my Mayfly. Because I want it. I want it to be annoying. So I want it to. I'm gonna set up a defensive AI block with an AI flight, and then once it senses an enemy, it'll trigger the offensive block, and it's gonna be set to circle and orbit, and it's just gonna have a chat, a broadcast controller, just say random things. It'll be amazing. Cardinal is now spawned in. I have it exported. We will get that momentarily. Let us
Where is
go
this
down to
block?
the planet now.
Under the solar panels.
What is that? Ah, that's base. Okay.
Where are your exhaust pipes here, Eisen?
Towards the rear, I will
Hope me
pull out a
all-
grinder. Or actually, I'll just poke you a hole where it's not placed.
Oh,
So, one exhaust block is there, and one is there.
MES dot get eligible spawns position.
well, I was gonna run these inside pipes over to him, but
Need them more forward? I can add some more forward.
closed the walls that I was walking through. Because I wanted to connect it actually to these pipes here that you got. So
Okay, I can move those back. That's fine.
I just need to know where they are. Let's see.
I gotcha.
Because you've got pipes.
Might not be on the right planet.
Yeah, okay.
Let's see. I think I want to add
I really need to get.
an assault cannon to this. Let's see.
That can stay.
Oh, I could turn these into defense towers. That way they're a bit more vulnerable. And I can put more weapons on by a little bit.
Nope, forget we gotta shove an antenna somewhere too, so.
I got one already.
Okay, do you? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Now the pipes are actually connected, so to speak. That they come out the bottom the same place they come out the top.
Cool.
Not that anybody will see both sides at the same time, but damn it, OCD is a thing.
They will know.
Sorry, oh shit.
Okay,
Down a
let's
little
go.
bit. Yeah.
Rovers and Pelbug. Helipad. That's what I want. Oh, this thing got attacked by something. That's nice to know.
Hmm? What did it get attacked by?
I don't know. It's all blown
I
to
thought
shit.
that was the. Thought that was the only thing in the world.
No idea. It's all blown to shit though.
Well, 3 for 3 unknown signals not working.
Wow, yeah, something just wrecked it.
Haha.
Weird.
Now we're on the right planet. So, as of right now, the Dusty Susan and Priest Gunship will spawn on Earth-like, but not on Pertum or Mars or whatever. I have that other MES area on. But yeah, something.
Priest is fine to spawn them. Spawn there.
Yeah, Dusty Susan should be too. So, let's do /MES dot
There we go.
spawn. What is
Better.
it? Planetary cargo ship. That's what it is. No, I don't want it. Jesus. Slash MES. Dusty Susan first.
There. Now it has a little bit of defenses.
Uh-oh.
It is actually a little bit. Just 3 Gatlings and an assault.
There you go. Dusty Susan is flying with 2 Mark 1s.
Oh, nice.
So, let me...
Well done.
Let me get something of mine here. And go after 'em. That's the Mayfly server. Vanilla.
Yeah, go after him in a Mayfly.
That's what I'm doing. We'll see what happens. I have no guns, but I want to see if they even come after me. So, and how they actually fight. Because, like I said, I kind of just copied the Ember stuff, so I want to make sure they can actually work right, I guess.
Yeah. Because, I mean, if they just ignore you,
Right.
that's
Well,
not what
I
they're
am
supposed to
1.5 away. 1 kilometer. Well, they are shooting it, or the turrets are anyway. All the interior turrets.
Mm-hmm.
But the drones
But doesn't-
have not
yeah,
come after
The
me.
dragonflies are not engaging you.
Right. Oh, maybe they
Are you hostile?
I am.
Yeah.
I am not moving. They are all coming after me now. Hey, stop that. Don't be jerks. I think the Mayflies are relying on their turrets, to be honest.
The dragonflies?
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
Yeah, because they've got forward-facing gaps, so they should be turning and chasing you.
They are turning at me. But I think they're relying on the top turrets to shoot at me.
Which we really want the forward
No,
ones.
They're
I mean,
not. It's only the Dusty Susan that's shooting me. Can you check if your dragonflies have ammo?
Okay, I will go check. They should, because I loaded everything up before you told me you were going to use MES to...
because I thought we were...
I need to set them for infinite ammo.
Found a way to take out the Dusty Susan.
Yes, they are loaded.
Okay.
Well, one is loaded. Let me check the other.
Well, he's using these, the Dragonfly Mark 1s.
Right. The 3 is not loaded.
What, you rammed the Dusty Susan and took out one of her lift thrusters and she fell
No.
out of the sky?
I had it pointing downward at me.
Oh. And it doesn't
Just
have enough
made it
thrust.
point downward and it sunk.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it recovered relatively easily, because I think MES has it to where its thrusters are...
Hmm.
Honestly, the cargo ship AI should be to run away rather than face you. Escorts should face you.
Yeah, I gotta see how they are.
I know SEMS does. From the other mod, from the Factions at War, the escorts will break off.
What colors do we want to use now?
Yeah, but it's like the dragonflies are just kind of there.
Mm-hmm. So they're not switching to attack mode. They're
Doesn't
just
seem
defending.
like it, yeah. It doesn't even seem like they're shooting. See, they're off by themselves right now, so let me go right up to them. And I'm in my player, so...
Fuel low.
Yeah, jetpack feels low, whatever.
Fuel critical.
Yeah, they're not shooting at all. So why aren't you shooting? I'm gonna stand on you. Do as you see fit. Spawn groups, cargo ships. We got replenish systems is on, so their stuff should have ammo in them.
Mm-hmm.
Let's check. Yeah, Gatlings have ammo in them. Manipulation groups. Ronin manipulation group. Oh, you actually threw me off, you son of a bitch. I'll go on your friend then. Do something about it.
Make sure the turrets are on.
That could be a thing. They are off. The normal Gatlings are out though. Unless it's just trying to use the turrets.
Well, we know MES is capable of wanting to use the fixed weapons.
Right, but I don't know if that's because it has these turrets. So they should be on.
I mean, Reavers will still point at you with their fixed weapons, even if they have tons of turrets, so...
Yeah.
That's true.
Like, the Crimson will still shower you with missiles.
Yeah. But I turn the turrets on and they're still not shooting.
But anyways, I was thinking white and blue.
Okay.
So
Kind of a blue. What if we go with a...
I've got.
Did the other one just try ramming me? It did. Manipulation group.
There's also that kind. Sci-fi.
What is this? Sci-fi armor?
Yeah. We could do... Oop.
So
Why you hiccup game? Also plastic. And the obvious choice.
Okay.
yes.
No, I think sci-fi looks best, and we'll use your blue.
Huh.
that. Maybe do the walls that color. And we'll see how much more color we need to add.
Oh, the base is in what, clean?
Yes.
I'll say it's definitely not sci-fi because I painted over it. Yeah.
Okay.
I was kind of just thinking vertical stripes, not too much blue. But actually that back all in blue looks pretty good.
I think I figured it out.
Yeah, especially if we interrupt it for the corner pillars that I have, we can make those a different color.
Yeah, they can stay white. Sci-fi.
We can probably paint the floor platform a different color.
Maybe a gray.
Yeah, maybe a concrete armor
Fuel
with a...
critical.
How does a medium gray concrete look? What do you think about that? If I paint some inside. Paint some inside, just... Yeah. I like that.
Concrete in a science lab?
Yeah, I guess it would be sealed, so you'd probably do like weldless armor, honestly. Or an epoxy type floor if you really want to.
Yeah. Looks good out here on the go down the steps.
Okay. That's fixed.
Alright.
That's good.
I'll tell you what, I'll do concrete outside and I'll do the I'll go underneath and color what blocks are missing for the weldless, so it has an epoxy type floor.
Export it again.
We've got paint gun in this save.
And I should use it. I will,
should.
once I get
You
to the
should.
corner. I need to actually shift F10. Spawn, yeah. There's paint gun. Spawn some ammunition.
Add this one on here. This is... prefab.
Let's see, what is snatch color?
Shift P.
Still just shift P?
Yeah, you can't do it on the paint gun itself. You have to do it under the normal paint tool.
Oh.
And
okay.
then you can use the paint gun to use it. And it's shift to change the skin, and shift and scroll to change the skin, just scroll to change the color.
Gotcha. Okay, great. Come on. Game, quit hiccuping.
I don't
Nothing's
like
happening. Oh my goodness. This is bordering on unplayable.
Too many grids around, maybe? Is there anything we can take out of the area?
Not at the moment.
We can take out the aircraft tower and the
Don't
little
think it's
mini
that
grid.
anyways. I suspect it's probably something with my connection.
It could just be paint gun too.
Yeah, because it didn't do it till I pulled out paint gun.
It does have a couple bugs with it that do that.
Huh. I've never had a problem with it.
I'll let you do the paint gun. I'll just stick to the.
Okay.
It is all okay.
And then for the struts, we can use battered armor. Probably a gray, honestly. Actually, no. We could do battered.
It's blue. Here's inside.
How many priests do you want guarding the cardinal?
Just 2, and then 4 cherubs.
Two priests and then 4 cherubs?
4 cherub.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what it has docks for, so I figure that's reasonable design. Too bad they don't have a Saberoid and a tank. For the
Yeah.
Science lab.
A lot of people were saying that that was pretty disappointing that we didn't have a little Saberoid floating in Lab B, this big tank with the light on it.
Mm-hmm.
You need to change that to soft blue.
I do not have the cherubs yet, but I can get those.
Yeah, they're in the ready zone.
Gotcha.
Whenever you are ready for them. Thanks to Nari for getting all that ready.
Yeah, you're welcome. Light, light.
Do have those though.
And then, yeah, I guess we keep the ceiling white. Makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about coloring the pipe something. I just wasn't sure what color yet.
Oh, do frosted.
White frosted?
Something frosted.
Start with the blue frosted and we'll see how that look. I mean, that's kind of fitting if it's cold water.
Oh, how about green? They use green in a lot of the gases.
That's the basic default green. Is that the green you want?
Typically a little bit darker green. Let's see.
Okay, let's try the other default green then, the dark default. Not dark enough?
Doesn't have enough actual saturation to it.
Okay.
Do some
Increase
adjusting.
the
You said
saturation
you wanted
like
the
this.
cardinal to be a hard spawn, right?
Yes.
That's with the saturation pushed up to 60.
And then
Here's saturation to 100 over my head. I think that
and
works.
We'll take the gunship as a medium.
Yeah, medium light.
We'll make it a medium because it's harder than a Dusty Susan.
Yeah, true. Because it's an actual combat ship.
Right.
Paint this tower. 2 guard towers. Yeah, Phonic, I think we got you a decent looking POI. Not done on the inside, but
That's okay.
coming together.
And then do we want the outside to not be frosted? But the same color? But a different skin? Like the
Question.
temperature outside is enough to bake off the frost?
Yeah, I guess we could say that.
Okay. I gotta see how... Oh, yeah, okay, no. I just had to see how the color did when it was in camouflage. And it looks like outside we'll need to use the cement skin to keep the color about the same.
That would make sense. And actually that makes sense because it looks like it's an insulated pipe then with the cement skin because it's got that texture to it. Looks like it's got a wrap.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I'll keep the tower largely white except that base foot.
Just that one, huh? Alright, let me see if I can put more than a ship in more than one spot.
A ship in more than one spot?
Yeah, in the manipulations groups.
Oh, so you only have to list the cherub once and...
Well, if I want the Cardinal as a support frigate in the hard section, but should I put it in the combat section too?
Oh,
Can I put it in the combat section too? Or should I just put it in the combat section? That's kind of...
The Cardinal?
Well, as an example.
The Cardinal would be fine in the combat section.
I just have it as a hard spawn at the moment.
is the combat section what will hunt you down, or is that just a higher threat level that spawns?
That I'm not sure. So for Ember, it has combat as like its heavy frigate, the Aquila Strike Corvette, but it doesn't have it in any other spot. Oh yeah, it does. It has it in the hard. Okay, so I can put it in multiple spots. Cool. That's what I want to know. So I can put the gunship in combat, and then I can
put a console block, the hologram table somewhere.
Yeah, I got you.
You said you want the Cardinal in the combat spot?
It would work there, yeah, because it's going to be... Well, what's the difference in the combat versus the other? I guess that's the question, right?
Let me check. So...
There. is right above this? Because I was thinking we could put the new oxygen tanks on the outside, right next to the like, pipe up to those. Oh, but that's the roof.
We can always stick them on a wall. I can ramp the wall out to them.
Yeah.
Or stick them on the underside.
No, they need to be visible since they're the cool new blocks. I was trying to think of some way to hook them into the pipe system.
How about if I,
Because
Like-
they, yeah.
something like that?
Yeah. So, kind of big.
It could work though. Either in like evaporation chambers or something.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's going to look all right. Yeah.
Something like,
I'm not seeing anything specific. So let me
About
see.
the difference between heavy cargo ships and combat ships, or
Yeah. Manipulation.
before I forget, let me go ahead and do some ceiling lighting for us.
okay.
Before we cover up the entire ceiling.
Lab cabinet.
Let me do this real quick.
Where is that tapers off more at the end. And
Being as prefab data.
There we go. We have light.
wonder if those shelves wouldn't be better in the corner. Seems
Feel
a
free
little
to.
packed.
You want me to put a
Yeah.
little kitchenette somewhere?
Well, if you want to put it at the end of here instead of the lab cabinet, that would be fine. And it's just we've got these two empty corners right here at the front,
Mm-hmm.
and the shelves seem a little bit cluttered. Are these two shelves? What happens if it's just one?
Go ahead.
With the to the desk.
Oh, dang it. The front corners are not whole blocks. That's part of the issue.
Okay, maybe he does not have it in there.
Oh, they aren't?
Yeah, because these are halves.
Yep.
But we could change it to, well, that's going to be pretty tight. Like there, we can change to a whole block or recess something. Actually, a recessed kitchen may not be a... That's not bad.
Yeah.
I can recess something here as well. Honestly, just some lockers.
Ah, there you go.
Use some freight by the lockers.
Oh, we could use some planters. And they probably need a bunk somewhere, huh?
Yes. Could we put a... What's the back of the bunks look like? Because we could replace this
They
panel
could do half
here with a
beds.
half bed, yeah.
Take a look, see. It might work.
Why does it have a yellow light on it? Is it piped? Pipeable? It's a half block. You can't possibly pipe it.
I think it just always has that. And how much crew is this going to have? Like 4 people?
Yeah.
Because we could just...
Do 2 blocks. Have them hot swap. Do plastic.
I was thinking we could just do a repeat on either side so they both have a little kitchen plus... Oh boy.
Yeah, I think it's just a custom tag for it to be used somewhere else. Cargo
Yeah.
ship.
I think it's...
The problem is they look better in white, but then the outside looks funky.
Let me... Well, actually, I can change this up a little bit. Let me use this block and give this...
Alright. Yeah, I think they're just custom tags for it to separate it.
Because, I mean, ideally, it would be this, 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 and this. And white.
Okay. I see a pattern. Every time anybody's painting with the paint gun, my computer does not like it for whatever reason.
Really? Okay.
I don't know what it is.
I don't
Fine.
know what it is.
I'll deal with it.
Yeah, just let me know when you're not placing blocks and I'll do painting.
Okay, I have fixed the outside so it doesn't matter what you paint the inside in those locations.
Okay. So that's what I was thinking.
Okay. We should
Yeah,
be
that'll
good
work.
for the most part.
Now we
And
just
we
need some.
wanted the inside to still be sci-fi. Or do we want clean armor on the walls?
Gonna place some Big Brother. And then one in the back, I think.
Over the loot. Yeah. What are the firing angles if they come in the door?
Oh, you getting wasted.
Oh yeah. Yep, you sure are.
Thought that was supposed to be a medium station.
Well, yeah, it's just interior turrets.
You allowed Eisen to put on the guns. Yeah, every
And you
time I
told me
turn
medium.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I'll take
every
that
time I turn the
responsibility.
corner, I find another gun.
Use it as a POI.
Like so.
You said medium. I did medium. Interior turrets are real easy for grids to take out. Just, deal with it before you go in on foot.
Alrighty.
Did I put lights on here? I did, and they're on, so that's good. Yeah, I think she's about ready. Do you think of anything we're missing?
Some lights on the tower. And whatever we're gonna put on the screens.
Yeah.
Let's do a lighting pass in the dark.
Maybe add some.
Phonic. Oh, did you turn off the sun on this world, Phonic?
I think it's permanent daylight.
Yeah, it is apparently. So.
Oh, yeah, it sure is, no matter what you do.
Yep.
There you go.
Alright, I'll add some lights to the tower. I'll attach them to the side of the LCDs.
What? Something wrong in prefabs data. What's wrong in prefabs data?
And then I guess we can do some undercarriage, quote-unquote, lighting. We did there. Those. There and there. I'm gonna do amber for the lights. Bless you.
Yeah. Thank you.
We don't have any corner lights inside, right?
No. Just light panels. The prefab is having a problem with. That's why they weren't attacking, or that's why you can't put in the cardinal.